Morning, everybody. Hey, this is Mr. D. I'm out on the water this morning, and we are going to start part 5 of the Insta360 GO 2 review. This is the final part. I didn't know it was going to go 5 parts. We did have that family emergency, so I did do a cold weather test, and it operated perfectly out there because it was like 15 degrees when I got up and 25 degrees when I was on location. It was cold. So anyway, we are back here in Florida. And it's a brisk day. It's 50 degrees right now, and I'm loving it. I haven't been on the water in a while. So anyway, what we're going to do today, guys, is we're going to talk about the GO 2. The GO 2 is on the hack clip right now. Now, one of the things you got to know is you can see the location of the lens. It's right here. Now, if you try to put this in this way, the magnets will repel. So this is the way it goes in right here, and you're good to go. Also, I have the Telson CPL filter on it, and it really made a big difference out, especially in bright sun and stuff like that. So I'm going to start recording on the GO here in just a second because I'm in direct sunlight, and I know that'll wash out regardless of what kind of camera it is. So I'm going to get up over here, and then we will see how the GO 2 does for stabilization more than anything else. Now, to get the stabilization, guys, you got to remember you have to shoot in Video Pro or Pro Video mode. I think they call it Pro Video. But you have to shoot in that. Otherwise, the stabilization will not work. And one of the reasons I wanted this was for a small compact camera that I could really get some close-up shots, especially if manatee are coming up. It's kind of hard to do with onboard cameras. This way the hack clip does its thing, and everything is okay. So anyway, we'll be back in a minute and fire this thing off. We're now recording from the hack clip, guys, and I've already did the pivot mount on the mirror on a previous review. Also did the strap GoPro mount that'll strap around the camera, because I don't trust the magnetics underwater. That just doesn't make sense. I'd rather strap it in and know that it's safe. Hi guys, we are now connected to the Insta360 GO 2. I mounted it on the stick up front here, took the DJI Pocket 2 camera off. I wanted to see how it operates inside the case. Working with the application is good. It's not really difficult at all. Once you get the camera Bluetooth connected and all that kind of thing. But it actually is shooting some pretty decent footage. Curious to see how the horizon lock works with this camera. So we're going to paddle around a little bit, guys, and just kind of wrap up this 5-part series. I'm sorry, it's 5 parts. But there was a lot of things to cover. I mean, the operations and all that kind of stuff. The application, both the computer desktop application and also the iPhone application or Android, whatever one you want. But I really never got to test it on the water. The one thing I did know that it did kind of wash out a little bit in brighter lights. So I decided to buy the filter kit from Teflon. And I decided on, they gave me a 8, 16, and 32, and plus the CPL, and I found out the CPL is all I really needed. It kind of darkens up the sky a little bit and gives me the look I'm looking for. So I'm pretty pleased with that. I saw the results of that when I was in Oklahoma. So anyway, guys, hey, we're going to get out of here, and we'll be back. We're going to go paddle around a little bit here and enjoy the morning, and we will see you in a little bit. Paddling out here for a while. Let's turn around here. I don't want that sun in the shot. And I'm learning some more things about the photo mode. I ran it through the photo mode, and if you look up here, you'll see a watermark. You can remove that watermark or add your own personal watermark in the settings of the application. Don't go deep into the camera, just open the application, look for settings, scroll down, and you'll see watermark, and you'll see that it's on. And if you want to turn that off, then you can go ahead and just shut that off or do what I said. you can go ahead and add your own personal watermark in place of that, which is kind of cool. Anyway, I have this in pro video mode, and that's really, really important for me when I'm out shooting and stuff like that, because of I want to maintain the horizon, and I'm rocking the boat right now pretty good. Now, when you're paddling, you'll get a lot of movement in the horizon, and that's the reason I wanted the horizon lock. But the horizon lock can't be achieved until you're in post-production in the either desktop application or your phone application, and you have to turn it on, and it's called flow state. So make sure that flow state is on, and you'll be good to go there. So anyway, we're going to continue. I'm going to put this thing back in my hat and get some shots. That's the main reason I wanted to come out today, was to get some shots that way. So hey, we'll be back in a bit. Hey guys, we've been checking out this Insta360 GO 2 camera, and I gotta admit, I'm really, really pleased. You can see it mounted on the hat clip right here. Remember, when you're putting it in a clip, magnets will oppose each other's if you're mounting it in the wrong spot. So that's something that you want to take note of. Now, post-production on this thing, guys, is a little bit long. Just to be honest with you, when you're converting your pro video, it does take a while. You do have the opportunity to change the horizontal perspective, but be careful when you're doing that, guys. If you pull it up too much, you'll see the round spot either on the top or the bottom. You've seen a couple of my clips here where I was testing that system, and it actually showed a little bit of that bottom round. So you got to know your limits. You'll see what it is, and go ahead and pull it up. You'll see where the round section is, and then bring it back down, or vice versa, and to where you have a nice clean shot. So what we're doing basically now, guys, is we're just finishing up the paddle here. We ran this camera through, I mean, a lot of things. I mean, a lot of things. We were checking out the time-lapse stuff. We checked out, now I'm not going to do the star lapse. That to me is something I would never do, and it's just kind of ridiculous, to be honest with you. Let me get into the sun here. But what I have found is the ease of use, and you can either mount it with inside the battery charging case, or you can mount it like on your hat clip. I think the eagle is in the tree up here. If it is, I'm going to get some shots of that. Kind of sneak over here and see if that is the American bald eagle. Anyway, guys, I found out using this, it works really good in cold temps. Real no problems there. It will charge like 2.5 times inside the charging case, but I always recommend that you charge everything up before you go out anyway, just to make sure. There's that bird. I can't, the sun's in a bad spot. I don't know if that's a big buzzard or an American bald eagle, because the sun's really bad, but I think it's the eagle. I can get in here behind this and take a look. Yep, it's the eagle. All right, guys, we're going to get out of here, and we'll be back in a little bit because I got to get this shot. All right, guys, we're going to wrap up this 5-part series on the Insta360 GO 2. I'll tell you what, this is the longest review I've ever done on any product, bar none. I mean, 5 parts, I mean, goodness. But I really, really wanted this to work the way I wanted it to work, and it has not failed me. I like the size of this thing, the pendant mount, which really works well. I would not trust the pivot mount on the hood of your car. I just, that's just me. But it is, I mean, it's hard to get off, trust me. When I put it on the mirror, I played heck pulling that off the mirror of my car. So it would probably stay, but it's just me. I don't want to do that. But I use the pivot mount when I'm doing narrations inside my vehicle or something like that. It does have a 1/4-20 mount in the charging case, which you've seen today. I mounted it there and actually did some footage that way. But I'm the heck? Oh, it must be wind. Anyway, all of a sudden I started going backwards, and I mean, I am right now all by itself. I don't know what's going on. Well, anyway, guys, I'm really pleased of the performance of the Insta360 GO 2. I've got no complaints as far as the operations of the camera and the quality of the photos and quality of the video imagery. I got no complaint at all. I did add the circular CPL filter onto this, and that's just for me to get a little more vivid color. That's the only reason I did that, and it really seems to be working out great for me. And other than that, I mean, this camera works phenomenally. It's really an excellent camera. It's very small, so you can't go wrong with it. Water test wise, we did it in the pool because the water out here where I'm at now in Florida, unless I'm way up north into the springs, I mean, this is all brackish water and you can't see nothing. So it would be kind of a moot point to do an underwater test. That's why I did the test in the pool. But I highly recommend that you get the strap mount for the GoPro mount system to wrap around that camera and lock it into place if you're going to go underwater with it. I wouldn't trust the magnet. You move the wrong way or a surge of water or something like that when you're pushing your stick underwater, it could dislodge that and it's gone. So I would strongly recommend that accessory. Really the only accessory I would recommend is the strap mount system for the GoPro mount, and that just locks that camera in place. But other than that, the camera does real well with the pivot mount. The hat mount's really cool. I like the hat mount. It was kind of a pain to put on the first time, but I found out if you reverse the hat clip, you'll see a big opening there, and then feed it into the bill, and then you kind of spin the hat clip on, and it fits right on there. So that worked out really well. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and finish this up, and I want to thank you guys for watching. I know it was a long video, 5 parts, holy my goodness, but was able to get through the photos and all that kind of stuff and time-lapse stuff, and it was really cool. So hey, thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.